imagine being Walshy using this giant, ridiculous controller inversed and aiming with your left stick. Like what?
I don't know, dude. Brain works in weird ways. Look, all I'm saying,
Yeah, man.
my favorite button on
He's a
the
goat, though.
Xbox controllers, bro. Black and white, little black and white buttons. This is iconic, dude. It's iconic.
It is really iconic. Back when they didn't have bumpers.
Yeah. Oh man, what a time!
Then PlayStation came out, changed the game.
What a time, man.
Yeah, but hey, how about we get into something a little bit more modern, and get away from like actually showing pictures over here because not everybody has the video going.
Yeah,
I say we jump into a new game. We've been talking about shooters at the start. We might as well keep going.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. Let's start off. Listen, I know we've mentioned it, I think, briefly on this podcast before, but Valve is working on a new shooter, and it's kind of been in the low key, sort of works. But news outlets and content creators are starting to play this game. It's called Deadlock. And this article comes from The Verge, Sean Hollister. We played Valve's secret new shooter, Deadlock. It's like Overwatch, Dota 2, and Team Fortress 2, all baked into a pie. That's the way they described it. So sounds interesting. I love the comparisons. Like whenever a new game comes out, it's this, and this. If they had a baby,
dude, every time, man. It reminds me of Video Game Donkey when he was doing like game reviews. Yeah. It makes you feel like
yeah.
Such a signature thing that they do.
Yeah, so let's get into this. It's been nearly 5 years. Think about this. 5 years since Valve announced a truly new game and counting. It's quite a while. It's talking pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic, dude. It's been a while.
Valve has been a long time. 4 years.
Yeah, I know. Valve has still not announced Deadlock. It's new hero shooter that takes cues from Overwatch, Dota 2, Team Fortress 2, and more. But that hasn't stopped nearly 20,000 people from trying the game, including Sean at The Verge. And he said he's not under NDA. And that's what I saw from articles too. Is like not anyone who's played it is not really under NDA. It's kind of just like whatever. No one signed contracts, made no verbal agreements. Sean said he hasn't even clicked through the EULA. So he shows a little image too of a pop-up message that when you launch the game currently today, you'll see an early development build pop-up. It says Deadlock is still early in development with a lot of temporary art and experimental gameplay. Do not share anything about the game with anyone. Well, I mean, where's the verbal agreement, guys? Where's the signatures?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a little loose. It's like it's the honor system we're working on here. I don't know. So earlier today, Sean received a no strings attached invite to play Deadlock on Steam. Steam claims the game is made by Valve, displays Valve's copyrighted logo when it launches, and its executable is digitally signed by Valve Corp. The game's directories contain Valve legal notices and numerous other text files that reference Valve, and it feels like a Valve game. Though Valve didn't respond to requests for comment, I'm completely convinced that it's legit. So you see the little screen here. I just see this artwork, and it makes me think of Overwatch, kind of that.
I was thinking the same thing, dude.
Alleyway, like what map are we talking here? Like it's crazy.
This looks like it's going to switch out every single time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like that's how Overwatch. Like every time you dynamic menu. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So what is Deadlock? It is a 6-on-6 shooter, 6v6. Like the original Overwatch, where your team of heroes attempts to dominate a map by slowly wearing down the opposing team and pushing them back. But you're also leading an army of NPC grunts down 4 different lanes to destroy the opposing team's stationary defenses, a little like Dota 2 or other MOBA games.
It's an interesting,
you
said a little bit of a baby to it.
It's even a little gameplay, learning build gameplay in this article. So you'd see kind of what it looks like. But yeah, so it's interesting as NPCs, or I should say little kind of bots. I think that's interesting. Obviously you play any MOBA. There's all sorts of kind of bots you could use to kill for XP and kind of level up kind of thing. So I think it's kind of interesting. It seems like they're kind of taking that into a hero shooter type of game. So fascinated by that. The gameplay is third person. Okay, I kind of like third person.
Okay, yeah, I think it looks really clean.
Yeah, I think the mini map in the bottom right reminds me a lot of a MOBA. Right, you get that main.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the multi lanes or whatever.
Yeah. Setup. Honestly, a lot of this is kind of giving off like a Smite vibe for me. Like, with the map, and you have like
Yeah.
the 6 cards, I should say, for your team, 6 cards for the other team at the top, little kind of icons. That stuff's interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of digging this little kind of gameplay preview they have.
This is really interesting, to be honest. Like, it's I kind of want to try it out at least.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because this is like maybe this is I don't know. I haven't played a lot of MOBAs, right? But you have, or you have in the past,
Yeah, like
or
Smite.
something
It's
similar.
probably the biggest one. But
So from me, I haven't really played it, but I have played a buttload of shooters and
yeah,
third-person shooters. This looks like it could just be a spin off of a third-person shooter that we need to have. Like everything either feels like an arena shooter or battle royale. So this seems like it might be one of the first ones where it's kind of innovative. Like it's
yeah,
definitely
something
taking
different,
pieces from elements that already exist in the industry, the gaming industry,
yeah.
but to add it all together makes it kind of unique.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. It's definitely something
This
interesting. I
dude's
think I'm
yeah,
interested
this
in
guy's
kind
aim's trash though.
yeah, I don't know who's playing this. Is this Sean? Is this you, bro? Like, what's this? But yeah, I mean, it's the health bars also is just very much kind of like an Overwatch kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
You have the sections and whatnot.
constantly regenerates too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's a hodgepodge of different stuff. Like, I would agree. Like, it's not, I think it's it seems like an interesting way of doing it, and kind of something we haven't seen yet from something like this. But it's definitely got a lot of elements from other games for sure. A shooter like this, it's kind of hard not to have elements from other games at this point. Like, to do something truly unique and outside of the box, it probably just would lay flat, I feel like, for the most part. But I don't know. Just a theory. But I mean, so far as goes on for 24 minutes, so it's a lot of kind of the first match. That first match alone this guy had was this actually is Sean Hollister. Sean, what is your aim, bro? Like, I just gotta call this guy out, dude. What's going on?
Hold on, let me. I gotta widescreen it and see if there's any. You know how they sometimes do those inputs on the HUD. I don't think that's actually there, but no, he looks like he's playing on a controller.
Seems like controller movement for sure.
Yeah, it seems like controller movement. Like everything's kind of overshot. It's not very accurate. So it's like this seems more of a game that you should be playing on a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, more than likely. But hey,
yeah.
Listen, Sean, we love you for showing gameplay. I'll say that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Very cool. So he continues on the article. He said, "There's no downtime. It's a constant war between your team's troopers and the grunts and the enemy's team's troopers, which keep respawning and advancing on enemy positions wave after wave. But they can't break through unless the human-powered heroes lend them a hand with powerful weapons, abilities, and upgrades." Very similar. It kind of reminds me, like, from a Smite standpoint, like there's certain modes like Arena and whatnot where you have these minions you're trying to escort across the map, and in most cases, in order for them to actually get to the enemy team's part of the map, you need to kind of help and kill other gods, the enemy gods, so they can have time to get to the other side and stuff. Probably similar vein, I would assume. Nor can humans easily break through without their NPC army, or at least that's what I saw in my first match. To take down the flame-headed, energy-spewing guardians and hulking walkers that block your passage, it takes at least a somewhat coordinated effort by one human and their little autonomous friends to do this. Each match culminates in an all-hands-on-deck fight against the enemy's the patron. I was gonna say Patron. This ain't alcohol. Patron.
You see what you want to see, brother. How much you been drinking?
Oh, dude, haven't been drinking hardly at all. Might I say?
Good for you, actually.
A gigantic floating orb with arms and death rays. All right, the patron.
Okay.
After some Patron, that patron be looking kind of funny, but hey,
you ain't wrong.
Like that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. They kind of show the enemy walkers. So you see like the giant. It's a giant thing.
Yeah, that's the enemy walker. That's the
Oh
Patron.
yeah, here's the patron.
I
got you saying now. Yeah, the patron. Look at this guy. Look at this little dude. Yana looks like an Aztec warrior almost, like the headgear, and I don't know. Interesting. When I say coordinated, I'm not talking about aiming. This isn't a Valorant or Apex Legends like game where snappy aim is key. It feels like Overwatch, or maybe even more so like Team Fortress 2, and it's floaty, wear down their health gameplay. You can tank, heal, and retreat even if a tremendous amount of enemy fire is coming your way. Yeah, that's what I see from the gameplay. It's got that Overwatch vibe, dude. Just everyone kind of tanks, but if you just like beam somebody, it can still be satisfying if they're like a lower, class player and you're like just big dude. So I don't know.
crushing it, dude.
Each match gets deadlier and deadlier as you unlock your hero's abilities and buy skills, many of which give you more damage per second. Others provide lifesteal, shielding, and more. Every character also has strong and light melee attacks, and you can parry an incoming melee attack to stun your opponent. Oh, there's a little combat gameplay. Okay. Interesting. I like this. And they kind of Sean shows some screenshots of kind of the different UI elements, whether it's like a build or looking at your vitality, your spirit, and kind of seeing these different paths and skill trees you can take. So
the skill trees are pretty interesting. You have like an intro one, right? That has, I don't know what the 500 is. So it goes like 500, 1250, 3000, 6300. You can see it too, right?
Yeah, I would assume it's like some sort of in-game credit or something you get.
Yeah, maybe like a tier system. You know how like some skill trees are, you have to buy the cheapest or early tier, and as you go, like you have to follow the tree.
Oh yeah.
Diablo does that.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have to buy one and then you have to get a certain amount before you can go to the next one.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah.
It almost looks like it's all just unlocked, but that may not be accurate. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You could just be like, I would just save up and be like, you know what? We'll just get our butts kicked early on, but then boy, once I become I don't even know what it is, inhibitor and leech, you're done for. It's like those are the two most expensive ones.
Withering whip. It shows a gun with a crossed out. Slash through it. Some of these you could probably speculate for days on these. Some of these are knockdown, silence glyph. There's a lot, so that's a lot of skills. So it helps that there are a lot of ways to dodge enemy bullets and traverse the map. You can slide, dash, air dash, dash jump, double jump, and mantle up to ledges. Each of the game's 4 lanes also has an aerial tramway that lets you hitch free rides into and out of the fray. Zip lines don't feel overpowered. After an earlier leak, I'd once heard them compared to Titanfall's attack from any angle traversal gameplay, but Valve keeps them away from the actual firing lanes or firing lines. You have to retreat to territory on your own before they'll work. They also look like they'll lead to fascinating give and take mechanic as games progress. To power up, I needed to take my hero back to the shop and buy new perks with the souls I've accumulated by destroying enemy troopers and heroes, but that left my territory undefended. By the time I returned, the front lines had been pushed back further than I would have liked. Even in this early development build, there are already 20 different heroes, plenty of which like ones I've enjoyed playing. Yes, some of them are common archetypes like the archer, swordsman, sniper, and shotgun teleport specialist, but it's not all that simple. Have you ever seen an Infernus who literally finger guns his foes to pieces? There you go.
This is crazy.
This guy actually has finger guns. It's wild. That's kind of wild, dude. Wraith, okay, got a little Tommy gun mafia vibe going with this hero like that. Yeah, McGinnis. This just looks like what's her face from Overwatch? Zarya.
Yeah, Zarya. Yeah,
like that. Haze. Really does. Okay, Haze is like a very kind of silent but deadly kind of character. It looks like
that's Black Widow.
Literally. Pocket. Pocket. This is definitely a sniper. I forget the sniper in Overwatch, but that reminds me.
The sniper in Overwatch is actually Black Widow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Pocket kind of looks like the Reaper. Is that shotgun he's holding, or is that an actual sniper?
That's like a sniper. Oh, powerful shotgun with a thin frame. It is a shotgun. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
This man's never seen a gun before.
Bro, I see this bottom half, dude. I don't know what I'm looking at. Lady guest.
This is
my gosh.
This is kind of sick, man. Like, these are all 20 player. Like, I'll speed run it. Maybe I can find some way that looks good.
Yamato, Ivy.
Oh, okay. Go to 10. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Great talent. Oh, we could do it. I don't even know the old sound.
Hanzo.
Yeah, it's totally Hanzo. That's so sick. I like the green arrows though. That's badass.
Okay, so they have 4 base abilities, and then you can upgrade them as you go.
Bebop. Come on, dude. Bebop.
Paradox looks kind of cool.
Bebop.
I like that.
Dynamo. Oh, Dynamo with the electrode kind of thing. Ooh, Paradox. Okay. Little goo inside a dome. Like that. Lash. Okay. It's like good Doomfist kind of human version. Bow and Krill. I mean, this reminds
This
me
could
of
honestly,
this
this could be an esport, bro.
I mean, yeah, really good. Oh, see, here's your Black Widow, dude.
That's yeah.
Vindicta.
Vindicta? Yeah, Vindicta.
Vicious. He looks like he's in like a hazmat suit. It's pretty sick. 7. He's got what looks like one of those like drum mags from like a World War II like COD game on his head. He's got like coils coming out the top. It's pretty cool. Looks like some of the COD zombies. I like that. Abrams. He's Frankenstein, but looks like an intellectual. So there you go. Borden. He's literally a prison guard from the 40s. Or like a British like trooper or something like that. Yeah, dude. That was all like interesting and different. I like that. Pretty cool. Very cool, dude. Listen, we ain't got much of this article left, Mike.
No, we don't.
I initially gravitated towards Wraith. They should replace all that. Let's see. I think some of this is kind of his personal preference from the looks of it. While Valve has yet to announce or even acknowledge this game's existence publicly, the current build lets anyone with a copy invite as many Steam friends as they like to give it a try too. That's why I have an invite, and that's why my friends now have an invite. It's an unusual way to release a game, but this is Valve we're talking about. It's an unusual company, and he's not wrong. And a little update, he said update on August 12th. When he made this update, turns out Valve was not fine with me trying Deadlock with friends. I've been banned from matchmaking. Oh well. Please feel free to make fun of me in the comments. Oh, dude. And then he posted a little screenshot. Remember, your party is permanently banned from playing in this mode. It's tough. It's tough. Hey, that's me. Starfire2258. Rip Sean Hollister, dude. He just had to do it. Oh, man. Well, here you go, Mike. It's a new Valve shooter on the rise, dude. What do you think overall? I'm thinking it could be something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's wild, permanently banned from playing this mode. I wonder if when the full game releases, he'll be freed.
Hopefully,
But
yeah.
while you were going along, I was trying to find out if this game was readily available. Apparently, it's been in closed beta for months, and it's an invite only. And friends can invite friends, and there's an honor system not to share any of the content with anybody online. Right?
Yeah.
Well, Sean Hollister broke that, so I'm sure he's banned for that. It's pretty cool. It's actually really, really wild. Apparently, there's like 20,000 people playing this game regularly.
Yeah.
So
it's already a little bit of an audience. It's not even out in the public.
Yeah.
So.
Man, I'm gonna open up my Steam right now and try to see if I
I'm
can find it.
in there. That's what I'm getting in there.
Hello. How do I send the request? Valve? Help.
Hey, Valve, help me. Yo, dude, send the podcast boys a code, Valve. Come on.
Please.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's not even like officially available. It's one of those ones you probably have to get a special code and then go type it in and then get access. What do you think, man? I think it's really cool. I'm excited. I want to see what comes of this.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I want to see more of it. The heroes are interesting. Seems like interesting aspects of the gameplay. So all around, dude, I'm excited. I think it could be interesting for sure. So
oh yeah,
like it
for sure.
Like it.